Hi everyone. This is words 15 through 25 in the Word Masters Challenge. Your homework due for Valentine's Day is to pause the video after each word and create a flashcard that has on the front of the card the word, and on the back of the card the parts of speech definitions and original detailed sentences. You'll find with this one that there aren't many different parts of speech, but there are multiple definitions for each word, so you're going to want to pay close attention to that. Please remember to pause the video after each word and plan for this to take you between a half an hour and 45 minutes. Abrasive is our first word, and abrasive can mean either a noun or an adjective. As a noun, it means any material that's used for grinding or polishing. You might see your parents like buffing out their car, and they would use something similar to this. As an adjective, it also means that an act that annoys or causes ill will, that's harsh or rough. For example, Simon Cowell, the judge who used to be on American Idol, was often known for being very abrasive. A great way to think about this is the antonym, or the opposite of abrasive, is Mr. Mac. Fugitive. Fugitive is either a noun or an adjective. As a noun, it means a person who is fleeing from prosecution. And as an adjective, it can mean wandering or roving, having run away, or short-lasting. For example, if you were thinking about how much you were really craving Reese's, not that I'm doing that right now, and then all of a sudden you shifted gears towards watching television, that would have been a very fugitive thought. It was very short-lasting, very fleeting. Here's a funny comic that shows the escape bar as a fugitive. Get it? Engender. Engender is a really great verb to get to know. And there's two definitions. The first is to produce, cause, or give rise to. And the second is to create or generate in the reproductive sense. The first one, to produce, cause, or give rise to, we've seen this word in action over the past couple weeks in class. Bloody Sunday engendered a movement and a protest that led President Johnson to side with Dr. King and to promote the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Plane. Well, one is an airplane, and the second is a flat level or surface. Anything that is a plane is a flat level or surface. A table, maybe the top of a plateau, that's plane. Pretty straightforward. Vestige is a great word, and it's a noun, and it means a mark or trace of something that's no longer there. For example, if you were to visit the Ground Zero where 9/11 occurred back in 2001, you would probably see right now they're trying to build a memorial, but for the longest time there was just the vestige, just the hole that was left, and from the buildings collapsing. This is an example of a vestige of what was once the Roman Empire. Now the ruins are there to remind us of that. It can also mean a very slight trace of something. So you may notice when you're walking around in the snow, there's a slight trace of animal footprints. That is a vestige to show that animals were there. Abhor is a great word that some of you may use to describe teachers, parents sometimes, homework, and it means to treat with complete hatred or detest. I love this picture I'm about to show you right now. This is a young man who clearly abhors his vegetables. They're flying everywhere. And then this is a funny Facebook joke where the post has been abhorred. So it basically means to treat with complete hatred or detest. For example, we talked about in class, even though we don't know why, the Red Sox fans have been kind of trained to abhor Yankees and their fans. Singular, as an adjective, means extraordinary or exceptional, unusual or different, or separate and individual. In Spanish, you guys are studying the singular versus plural forms of words. Singular being one person, plural being multiple people. And I really like the way it can be used here, in this one here, with the extraordinary and exceptional. For example, if you said that someone was the singular expert in that field, that would mean that they're really an exceptional and great expert in whatever field we're talking about. Option, as a noun, it means the power of or right, that should say, or right of choosing. a choice, or it means an addition or extra feature. So the first one pretty straightforward. An option is the right of choosing, or it is a choice itself. Now this next one's interesting. In addition or extra feature, you may hear mom and dad talking about when they're going out to buy a new car, and in the near future you guys are going to be buying cars, and they're going to ask you what it comes standard with. Or you're going to ask the car dealer, what does it come standard with? That means what comes with the car for the base price. And then if you want to add options, for example, this is a picture of a car that has some Bluetooth technology and a GPS built in, those would be additional fees. So that's another example of a way you could use option as a noun. Sear. Sear is a verb, and it can mean three things all in the same basic area. One is to burn or char the surface of. Two is to mark with a branding iron. And three is to burn or scorch painfully. So you may actually hear, like on Food Network, if you ever watch like Bobby Flay's show, he always talks about when he's grilling how he wants to get a good sear on whatever he's grilling, like this chicken breast right here. This, to mark with the branding iron. Cattle are often branded to show who their owner is, and this is what a branding iron would look like. And when you think of this last one here, to burn or scorch painfully, imagine if like you accidentally reached over a boiling pot of water, or if you touched the stove by accident when it was still on. That's what sear means. It means to burn or scorch painfully. Dubious. Dubious is an adjective. It means doubtful, questionable, or uncertain. And for instance, Patriots fans were very dubious about their playoff hopes after Rob Gronkowski went out injured with the injury he suffered here. Also, if you saw this storm rolling in, you might be dubious to whether or not you're going to play whatever game you might have that day. Last one is stricture. And stricture is a critical remark or comment. It also means a restriction. And for the first definition here, when I hear this word, I can't help but think of the two gentlemen from the Muppets. They are known for offering some pretty sharp criticism and stricture from in their seats up above during the Muppet Show. Okay, so again, your Valentine's Day gift for me will be to bring me all 11 flashcards with the word in the front, the parts of speech, definitions, and an original detailed sentence on the back. Please make sure you have the sentence part. A lot of you were missing it last time, or the sentences were just kind of blah. You did a great job writing sentences on your vocab quizzes, and I want to see that same level of effort on your cards. The quiz will be Wednesday the 26th when we return from vacation. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.